you want to start a profitable clothing business for yourself, this video is for you, because I'll be taking you through step by step how you can start and grow this particular business. Whether you are a mini importer, you are a worker, you are already into importation, you are not yet into importation, this is a super great business. I'm talking about those who are already into importation because there is a slight twist to this particular business. So it's not everybody that is into importation that actually know how to get these overstock items, but I'll be taking us through step by step how you can start and grow this particular business. Before we get right into it, do well to like this video, share it with friends, and most importantly, subscribe to this channel. I have a super surprise for you guys. Yes, I'm going to be doing a live unboxing or unveiling, whatever it is. I'm going to be doing an unboxing in this particular video. I have a live overstock bale over here, and I'm going to be unveiling it for you guys to see what to expect in an overstock bale, and you know how the business actually works. So let's get right into it. The very first thing you need to do is to niche down. When I talk about niching down, is you deciding the type of bales you want to go into. You can't do everything. You can't sell everything when it comes to overstock clothing. So you have to niche down. Now we have men, we have ladies overstock, we have kids overstock. So you have to sit down and niche yourself down. Do I want to go into men overstock? Do I want to go into ladies? Do I want to go into kids? When it comes to the men, there are different types of bales. So you can actually get jeans bales, that's jeans trousers bales. You can get shirt bales. You can get hoodies bales. Like there are a lot of bales when it comes to men. And when it comes to women too, you can get women dresses, you can get women tops, you can get crop tops, you can get ladies jeans. You know, there is also a whole lot of bales that you can actually go into or overstock. When it comes to kids also, we have kids dresses, we have kids sets. So the set is actually something that is sort of, let's say a skirt and a top, a bra and a top, like something like that, or a dress that has the other accessories attached to it. So that is what we also call the set. So you have to actually sit yourself down and decide what exactly do I want to go in for, because as I have already explained, there are so many. You can't be selling everything. So once you niche down, people know you for this particular one. So if it's ladies, oh, people know you for ladies. Okay, so that is the stepping stone. You have to actually niche down. Now let's talk about the type of brands that you can actually niche down to. So you can also niche down with the brands. So we have the Shein brands, which comes in ladies, gents, and also kids. We also have the PATPAT brand, which usually is only mostly kids, but they also have adults. But it's very rare to find adult PATPAT. But they have adults, they also have kids. It's mostly kids that you can actually find. There are so many of them. We have others like Lovito. Okay, there are other different bales, but those are not so popular like the Shein and also the PATPAT bales, but they are also very beautiful bales. I've even done an unboxing of a Lovito bale in this my channel before, so you guys saw the dresses that were in that particular bale. So it's not only about Shein and PATPAT bales alone. There are other bales that you can actually niche down. Step is source directly from manufacturers or trusted wholesalers. One mistake that has brought so many businesses down is by putting their money into the hands of the wrong suppliers, people that have actually scammed them, people that have actually sent them the wrong products and all of that. So it means that if you are sourcing for your suppliers, you have to make sure that you are getting the right suppliers, and make sure that you are also getting direct suppliers so that you can get a very good price. One mistake most mini importers do is that they source for these items on 1688. I've actually had a lot of people DM me and they're like, Dorkie, can you send me 1688 link to buy Shein bales? And I'm always like, my dear, you don't like your money. Avoid buying these items on the 1688 app. In fact, anything wholesale, even if it's not about these clothing, anything wholesale on the 1688 app, do well to avoid them. The other mistake people do is that they actually think that we actually buy these items on the Shein app. Yes, Shein app is a very great app. Okay, they are actually the producers of these items, right? But then it doesn't mean that they sell the overstock in that particular place. When you go over there, you get it at the actual prices, but we get these items way lower prices because they are overstock. That is why Dorkie has actually introduced a very comprehensive course, okay, a class sort of on this particular Shein and clothing PATPAT clothing business, right? These are suppliers that are verified, meaning we have already taken the risk on them. We know that, okay, once I buy from these suppliers, they are going to supply me. Once I buy from them, they are going to send me the right goods. Once I buy from them, they are not going to scam me, right? So this, I have put everything together in a very comprehensive course that once you join this particular one, you can be able to confidently import these items without fear, because these are suppliers that we have been working with for a very, very long time. The good thing about these suppliers is that it is not only these overstock items that they sell. They have other good business items that you can actually go into business in, if only there is something that you really want to go into. So how do you also start to source for these items? You can actually source for these items on the Alibaba app, but you have to be way careful, because over there are a lot of scammers, there are a lot of middlemen, and there are also a lot of people that might not give you exactly what you are actually buying or exactly what you are actually looking for. So it means that you really have to risk on it, right? So anything at all you're doing with any business person or any supplier on that particular app, note that you are actually taking a risk to try them out to see if they actually deliver it. Then goodwill, you now have a supplier you can be working with. So once all of that is done, the next thing that is left is to make payments. You can use Alipay, you can also use your Visa card. So these are the two options on the Alibaba app. You can use your Visa card, you can also use your Alipay. You also need an external shipping company that can actually take your items and deliver it to either Ghana, Nigeria, Cameroon, wherever you are. So once all of these things are set, then you are really set to actually start this journey. Right now, to the question of are they in grades, actually this particular one I can't give a direct answer to it, because when you contact suppliers for the very first time and you are like, I want Shein Bale or I want PATPAT Bale, they usually don't tell you that, oh, we have them in grade this or grade that or grade that, okay? But when you, the one that is important, actually sit back and analyze, you would realize that you get nicer items according to the prices that you actually buy these items at. This tells us that you have to avoid over cheap bills, okay? Because if you want to get Shein dresses at 9 RMB, 5 RMB, you are definitely going to get. There are even some that, you know, you can get them as low as 3 RMB. But definitely it will not be as, you know, you wouldn't get nicer items as when you buy these bills at 18 RMB, okay? So it means that when it comes to this particular one, is the game of pricing. Also sometimes whereby you, the one that is buying, you can actually ask your suppliers a direct question about it. You can ask them if they have them in grades, okay? Or you can also ask if they can do a special selection for you. But that's, as I said, it will be dependent on the price that these people are actually willing to be giving you at. So it means that when it comes to this this topic of are they in grades, and I heard they are in different grades and all of that, most suppliers don't give you a direct answer that yes, they are in grades. But you have to play your cards very well when you are buying these items. When they give you overly cheap items or overly cheap prices, you should know that you wouldn't get as, you know, as quality items as getting them at a bit higher price. It's as simple and as easy as I have just explained it. Once these items land, okay, once these items land in wherever you are, you can actually start marketing these particular items. Now, as I said, there is no business that doesn't have, you know, challenges. So I'm just going to be mentioning to you some of the challenges that comes with this particular business, so that at least you know exactly what you are getting yourself into, right? As we are talking about the challenges that this business actually comes in, let's start with the unboxing. So the very first one is, you know, high competition. Yes, there is a whole lot of high competition, or there's a high competition when it actually comes to this particular business. The reason why there is high competition is that, you know, it's a very profitable business. Okay, it's a very profitable business. So how can you actually stand out if there is like this high competition in this particular, you know, this particular business? So you just have to make sure that you are playing your cards well. Yes, most of the times the little things that we overlook is actually what our competitors use to beat us. It's not always about pricing, okay? It's not always about pricing, because you still get people go to buy items from people that, you know, probably their prices are way higher than yours, but they will still go there because of how the people make them feel, okay? So it means that you really have to have a very good customer service to be able to keep this your customers. Am I the only one who usually feel very anxious? No matter how many bills I have opened, I'll always still feel very anxious. So I'm going to be opening the bill as I right now. So let's move to the next challenge. The next challenge about this one is that, you know, it is not every single one thing. Like, let's say you have bought like 100 pieces. It's not all the 100 pieces that is going to be like top notch. No, that's one thing that people usually expect. And, you know, when items arrive, then you realize that some people will be complaining on social media, and I bought items and this. No, yeah, though I know there are some of them that, you know, the supply just didn't send them the right thing at all. But so far as the supply sent you the right thing, you should bear in mind that, you know, you wouldn't get every single design to be as you want it. So that is why when your items arrive, you have to sit yourself down and sort the item. So this package that have come, I'm going to sort it. So I'll sort the ones that are very nice, medium, small, you know, you do it according to it. Then you price them differently so that the pricing can actually balance. Okay, that is how you beat this particular challenge in this particular business. So I'm just taking out my very first package. So here's how the PATPAT. So this particular bill actually contains 200 200 pieces, 200 pieces of dresses, and also 100 pieces of this PATPAT. So usually it comes in a pack like this. So this one is 100, this one is 10. Okay, so it comes in a pack like this. So as you guys just saw, I'm just going to open this. Okay, so I'm just going to open it. So it's just a random one. I'm just going to open this. So actually I went in for the set. So this is actually a Christmas pajamas. Can you see that? Very, very nice for the season. Can you see? So this is a Christmas pajama. Check the other ones. So as I said, they actually mix them. Okay, they actually mix them. So you get something like this, then it comes with the top. Okay, comes with the top. And note that the materials are mixed. Okay, the materials are also mixed. So some people will be like, are they going to give me this? Are they going to give me that? The materials are mostly mixed. Okay, so this is something like this, and also we have something like this. So this is actually very, very long. Okay, so they will actually mix them, as I said. So let's try this very last one. Okay, so we have this, and we also have the top. Okay, so this top is actually a cotton top. So they'll mix them. Sometimes you get the polyester fabric, sometimes you get the cotton fabrics. They are all mixed up. Okay, the other challenge that you have to overcome is stock risk. Okay, yes, so there are actually instances. So how the supplier have actually packed it in, I'll have to pack all of these things, the first part out, before I can get to the clothing itself. I can get to the ladies wear. So as I was talking about stock risk, this is when you actually overstock. Like, you stock items, and at the end of the day you then realize that this stock that I have actually stocked up is not moving. Then you don't really know what to do. So it's always best that when you are starting this particular business, it's best that you stock very little. Okay, then you build on it, you grow on it. You can start with 100 pieces. Okay, that's like the minimum a supplier can actually give you. You start with 100 pieces. So actually I just wanted to get to the clothing. So here is how the ladies wear. Can you see that this is Shein? Okay, I've actually unboxed Lovito in this particular channel before. You can check it out. But this is also how the ladies veil also comes in. So it comes in like this. So I'm just going to open it and show you how some of the items look like in the veil. Let's talk about if this particular business is a profitable business, or does it move. That's usually the questions I always get from most of my subscribers over here. Okay, so with the question of does it move, this particular question I can't give a direct answer. Also, I can't give. Okay, so look at this. So this is actually a lace dress. It's a very, very beautiful dress. Look at that. Very, very good and beautiful. So look at the lining. Very beautiful dress. Okay, so with this particular one, as I said, I can't give a direct answer to this particular one because it actually depends on you, the seller, more than the item. I don't know if you are getting. It's dependent on you, the one selling, more than the item that you are actually selling. Because there are some of us, you can buy this, it will move so very well for you, dependent on the type of customers you are, your location, your market strategy, and all of that. There are also some people, you start it and it doesn't really move as fast as you want it. Okay, so if we are going to talk about it being a profitable business, it's solely dependent on you, the one that is actually, you know, selling the item. So it means that before you actually go in for these bills, you should have a market for it. You should know how you are going to market these items and all of that. So you have to play your cards very well. So far as you are playing your cards very well, clothing business will always be a booming business. And not just any clothing business, Overstock. These are items that you get at very, very good prices, right? You get it at very, very good prices. So it means that, you know, so far as you play your cards well, you are actually good to go. So let me look at this. Like, look at this. So hey, okay, so this is actually, you know, a very very sexy dress. Okay, so let me check this out. Okay, so this is also a dress. It's a lady's, it's a bit long dress. You can see some this thing over here. Okay, so this is a care label, and then it comes with this. Where is it? So it's this particular one. So you have it this way, then I think you wear this on it. Okay, so let's open this. As I've said in my previous video, in these bills you always get things that doesn't concern the bill. This is a lady's dress bill. Look at what a supplier decided to put inside. So this is I think a sleepwear for ladies. Though yes, it is a very nice it's very nice, though it doesn't really concern this bill. Call it we those in Ghana over here. Recently we heard that, you know, some Chinese wholesalers have actually opened some warehouses around, and people are panicking. They are selling items for as low as 20 Ghana cedis. I mean, have you been there? Have you actually visited those warehouses? Hey, okay, so this is nice. This is nice. Look at this. So it's a one-hand dress. This is so pretty, right? So please, have you been there? Like those warehouses that people are talking about, have you been there? Have you been to those warehouses? Have you been to those warehouses? Especially the clothing one, right? They are just very close to me. Okay, when I'm going out, I pass the warehouse to wherever I'm going. When I'm coming back home, that's where I pass almost every day. So I actually, you know, yes, I had to enter inside and see what was happening. And I was like, is this the dresses that these people are saying 20 CDs? So please, my people in Ghana, if you know they are saying, oh, 20 CDs items have come in, and people are rushing on them, you're like, they wouldn't get any of these. Like nothing of this search is inside those particular items that is over there. These wholesalers, as I said, it's a game of pricing. Okay, so the lower the price, the lower the quality that they are going to give you, and that is what it works in China. When it comes to China importation, that is what actually works. So please, okay, though yes, there's competition, but when you play your cards well, you should be okay. So this is also another long dress. This is also another long dress. This is actually very beautiful. So on this note, okay, if you want Dorkie to actually hold your hand and take you through how you can import these items, you can actually DM me, okay, and we are going to have a conversation about it. All right. So if some of you, what was holding you back is that, you know, Chinese warehouses have come and they are selling clothing 20 CDs, my dear, just forget. Okay, just forget about it. Okay, so so this is actually a jumpsuit, and it has a belt attached to it. Okay, so as I actually said, right, as this item has actually come, okay, one thing that you can actually use to succeed in this particular business is to use a whole lot of strategy. Okay, one of the best strategies that I use when these items arrive like this is to actually grade them. Okay, so you grade them in maybe, or to segment them, you can do A, B, C. So maybe the A can actually contain the boutique standard, because as these ones have come, definitely you will get a bit of boutique standard items in it, right? Then there are also some that, you know, is here and over there, right? Then you also have to separate those ones too. So let's check this out. So this is a long dress. This is a very long dress, and I think it has a slitting over here like an evening dress, right? This is very very pretty. The next one is not really going to be, you know, too much of a whole lot of designs like that. Then we also have the last batch, which is, you always have those in the bill, right? You have designs that, you know, you can't actually price all your bill the same price. Your bill cannot arrive and you will price everything the same, because they will always mix them. They'll mix designs that are not really nice, those that, you know, there are even some that are just casual wears that you can just walk around in the house with. You can't definitely price that with an evening dress, as I just showed you. You can't price it the same way. So if you are not putting in the right strategies in this particular business, it will not work, right? So you have to sit down and do it like three. This one, then you price all differently. That is where you can actually balance your money out. But if you sell the evening gown $10, then you sell a dress that you can be walking around the house with $10. Like how? You realize that somebody will buy the evening dress, but they will not buy the other one at that particular price. So you have to balance the pricing out. Okay, so that's one strategy that actually works. So this actually, I think this is a top and a down. So who is actually going to wear this? Right, so this for the girlies. This for the girlies. So it has this. So this for the girlies. So you have this, then also you have this particular crop top over here with this. Like, just imagine. Right, so please, you really have to put in the right strategies. Okay, so let me just finish this up with, you know, this last dress is like, I have so much work to do. I'm not going to put all together and sort them. Is this an evening dress or a night wear? Or look at this. Okay, so this is actually a princess poly dress. So actually, usually they mix them. Okay, that's what I've realized. There are some suppliers that, you know, when you buy from them, if it's Shein, they'll give you only Shein. There are also some that they'll just classify it as a ladies bill. So you get in different brands. You can get Zara in it. You can get like this one, like this princess poly. You can also get the Shein itself and other different brands mixed together. Okay, so let me show you the very last dress. Okay, so I'm now going to sort these dresses out and take out, you know, the ones that are not so there, so that at least it can balance everything out. Like, look at this dress. This is also a very long dress. Does it have a slitting? No, it doesn't have a slitting. But imagine this in a mannequin. I just got a mannequin and I just can't wait for my wholesalers to start using it. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, so this actually brings us to the end of this particular video. You can DM Dorkie if you want to actually start this particular business, and we'll definitely talk about it. I'll be seeing my next video. Yes, bye bye.